Thank you. I'm going to jump to one case on the 10 o'clock docket because which is State of Kansas versus Laura Lee Kendall Miller, case number CLW 2023 CR 69. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can.
I spoke with Mr. Metcalf this morning, and I think he has conflict, so he has to be.
Can I represent myself, please? I don't need an attorney.
Very well, I will discharge Mr. Metcalf in this case. This matter comes on for arraignment. Do you know how you want to proceed?
I proceed in putting forth a not guilty verdict or a not guilty plea.
And look, I did not catch the part about how federal courts are involved.
Federal courts, sir?
Maybe I misunderstood what you said. You want to proceed without an attorney and enter a not guilty plea, is that correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. I will enter a not guilty plea. Mr. Audie, we probably need to have a in-person hearing. Do you want me to set this for a status hearing or a pretrial conference?
That's up to the court how you want to set it procedurally, whether you want to set a pretrial conference or just set it for a bench trial or a jury trial if Miss
Jury trial when I'm completely innocent and you're taking eyewitness testimony from people that aren't even in Walmart. And I am going to subpoena the video footage there. And this is a complete waste of my time. This is the second time I've had to appear, the second lawyer that has a
Ma'am, we're trying to discuss procedures, not argue the case or the due process issues. What I'm going to do is set this matter for a pretrial conference in person in this courtroom. Mr. Audie, do you have any preferences on what day of the week to do that and how much time you think you will need, given that Ms. Kendall Miller will probably need time to decide how to issue subpoenas and prepare for trial?
Excuse me, I don't agree with the trial. It's completely unnecessary. And I know I have
Ma'am,
trial.
Ma'am,
I have the right to waive a jury trial.
set the matter for a pretrial conference, and you will have your opportunity to discuss what you want the court to hear about the merits or whether or not the matter should proceed to trial. But we have to have that pretrial
I
conference.
waive a trial hearing. I'm sorry. I don't need, I know I have a choice to let you decide or let a jury decide.
I'm going to set the matter for
myself. I want you to decide.
Would you please mute her? Thank you. Mr. Audie, what date would you like to have a pretrial conference?
And I do know Miss Kendall is frustrated with having to miss work, so I wonder if it might be easier for her schedule if we do it late in the afternoon so she doesn't have to miss as much.
I will do it as late in the afternoon as
You said it like 4 or 4:30, so that way Miss Kendall doesn't have to take the whole afternoon off.
I'll be glad to set it on May 10th at 4:30 in the afternoon. Ms. Kendall Miller, will that work for you?
She's muted. Just a second.
You have to unmute yourself. Okay.
I would like to move that I have counsel appointed to me at this point, and then also that the court addresses me as Laura Kendall, my legal name for the past 6 years.
Yeah,
So
Your
you
Honor,
have-
her name changed and the court system for some reason keeps putting it down as Kendall Miller, but yeah, her name is Kendall.
Okay. So I apologize about that. I'm sure we can adjust that in future pleadings. So with the correct name matter addressed, do you have an objection to setting the matter for May 10th at 4:30 p.m. for a pretrial conference in person in this courtroom in Winfield?
An objection? I'm okay with that date and time.
And ma'am, did you request another attorney be appointed just now?
Yes, I did.
Well, that being the case, I think we need to set the matter for review rather than a pretrial conference. But what's your opinion on that, Mr. Oddie?
I agree. And Laura, if you can contact since it's a misdemeanor case, if you can contact your attorney, they should be able to appear for you in the morning at the next hearing. And that way you wouldn't have to miss work, because I know that that's been frustrating for you.
Okay, a misdemeanor case. Okay.
I'm going to appoint Scott Loftus, who's an attorney who takes appointments in this county. What we need is your contact information, so that Mr. Loftus can be sure to get hold of you. Do you want to give that to us now, or do you want to hold on?
I'll bring her Scott's contact information and then I'll get her new address at that time.
Okay,
So is it still Wednesday, the 12th at 4:30?
no,
Sorry, Wednesday, the 10th?
let's set it for attorney review for May 3rd at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Anything else we need to address on this matter?
I don't believe so. And Laura, just get in touch with Scott and then he should be able to appear for you and you wouldn't have to take off work that morning.
Okay, I'll call him. I'll get his information. Scott Loftus. Thank you so much, Mr. Oddie.
Laura,
you.
if you hang out in the hallway, I'll bring you that information and get your address.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I'm sorry, I didn't unmute. This is the for the 10:30 docket on April 26, 2023. Officer, who do you have there?
Your Honor, this is Allison Newsom.
Thank you. This is the state of Kansas versus Allison Ann Newsom, case number CLW 2022 CR 26. In this case, Ms. Newsom appears in person by Zoom in custody, and the state of Kansas appears by Ian Oddie, who appears by Zoom. This matter comes on pursuant to a bench warrant issued pursuant to an affidavit of violation of probation. In this case, Ms. Newsom, have you do you have a copy of the affidavit of probation violation?
No, I don't have anything on it.
Let me read to you what the allegations are. Jackie Hunt, your court services officer, alleges in this affidavit that on April 4, 2022, you were granted 12 months probation from a sentence of 12 months for battery on an LEO, and that you have violated the terms and conditions of your probation, being condition number 2, in that you were directed to report to your court services once per month, but that you have violated it by failing to attend scheduled appointment with Ms. Hunt on April 3rd, that Ms. Hunt called and left voicemails on the phone number that you had provided, and did not get responses back from you, and that you failed to contact her office and reschedule within 24 hours of missing an appointment. Do you understand what the allegations are?
Yes, and I did call her, but I didn't get no answers whenever I called.
Okay.
I
You
even
have a
talked to
right,
her
you have a
voicemail.
right to have an attorney represent you regarding this matter. If you want, I will appoint Mr. Giles to represent you. Is that your request?
Yeah,
Very well, I'll appoint Chad Giles to represent you in this case. I will continue this matter to the next Wednesday docket, which will be May 3rd, 2023 at 9 a.m. Mr. Audie, do you know what your request is regarding bond in this matter?
I don't actually have a copy of the PV affidavit, so I would just leave that to the court.
Is Newsom, where do you live?
I live in Arc City. I'm technically homeless, but I have a job at the and I'm working on getting me my own place.
So do you have a place to stay if we release you?
Yes, I could stay at the Osage in Arc City.
Your Honor, she is held on a domestic battery also that I don't think's been filed on yet.
Okay, well, that will make bond moot, no doubt then. So what I will do is continue this matter to May 3rd, 2023 at 9 a.m. I've appointed Chad Giles and we will address bond either on the 3rd or if the other case comes before the court here in Arkansas City, we can address bond at that time. In the meantime, she will be held without bond in this case.
They told me that I've already gotten charged for domestic violence.
Anything else we need to address in this matter?
Not for me, Your Honor.
Thank you. That concludes this matter.